So basically we are in the Port of Los Angeles in an actual working shipyard. A bit of a complicated issue because we were having to move around and deal with them as an actual shipyard. But it's an amazing location, a couple very interesting buildings, rail yard, some amazing cranes. So I'm really looking forward to having some fun here. This is really the first time that I'm getting to drive my brand new Subaru Impreza WRX STI Gymkhana car for the first time. I've had one day of testing in it for just a couple hours. That was yesterday. And so today is the first day that I really get to drive it in anger and see what it can do. It's a much better setup car than the previous Gymkhana car that I used in the Gymkhana practice video. That car is basically a modified street car, where this is really a race car from the ground up. It's an exciting, very difficult day, a lot of technical driving today, but I'm really looking forward to it. And one of my best friends, Rob Dyrdek, is coming out to do a little interaction with me in the car. For Gymkhana 2, we thought through various scenarios of things that we could shoot in slow motion that would look very dynamic. And fluorescent bulbs happen to be one of those things that we thought would look really cool on screen. Because I get such little grip that it just wants to slide out, and then I dump the clutch and it keeps sliding out, and then it grips and comes around. Okay. And it's really inconsistent. It's so smooth. This is like oil tar. Right. You know, I'm just having to adjust the driving style. I want it to look very good, but at the same time too, the surface is so different, and it's actually a harder approach than I thought. And it's one of those things that I only have a few tries at. There's a lot of pressure to do it perfect. I have such a small margin for error that don't want to damage the car. Low pressure.
I feel like I'm scuba diving.
No pressure, but if you get this on the first try, we're on schedule.
Okay.
I don't know if that was practice and he was just messing around, but I'm guessing a pole's getting hit. You know what I mean? This whole party ends with one hard pole hit right now.
It was actually a very satisfying thing to only do that in one try with the actual bulbs on the ground. I'd done several practice tries, but when it came down to doing it, I really did it in one perfect shot. So I thought it came out very good. I was real happy to move on from that one because it was a tough one. Well, the thing with Rob is, you know, I thought about different personalities of people that I'd like to interact with in the video. The first person that popped in my head was Rob Dyrdek. So, called him up, and he was super into the idea. You know, in the last season of Fantasy Factory, we took him out and he jumped the rally car. So, you know, I called him up today, would you like to do this? And he was super into it, and so here we are today.
Ah! Are you ready? Ah! This is how Houdini died. Ready? 3, 2, 1, flip. That wasn't easy. I got hit with a breakable baseball bat. Look, that didn't break easy. I seriously would have died like Houdini if I didn't flex right there. Ow, that was in my chest. It's like, dude, here's my abs right here. Here's my abs. All right, I gotta get out of here, man.
What are you doing next?
Next, I'm going to slide out that door right there.
Well, with the dock slide, I was just looking for somewhere around the facility where I could slide the car very accurately in and out of a particular situation. So I really liked the entrance and exits of the warehouses, and I really liked the edge of the dock. And knowing that, you know, going in and out of those areas would be very technical, yet really dangerous too. If I had miscalculated on either one of those, I could have broke the car or, you know, sunk that thing pretty deep in that channel if I'd gone wide. Just that whole shot just turned out way better than I ever expected. It was extremely difficult, and I had to be so accurate with it, and it just turned out so good. I'm so proud of it.
You know, I thought about different personalities of people that I'd like to interact with in the video. In the end, I really just settled on one thing, which was doing like a donut around somebody, so it looked like technical and fast and slightly dangerous. And then at the same time, try and throw in a variable that makes it difficult for me, which would be like somebody shooting something at me. The first person that popped in my head was Rob Dyrdek.
So I'm just saying, I was gonna hit you before you slide into that turn, then hit you after you go through it. Or do you want me just to wait till you get there? I'll shoot first.
Don't hit me.
I thought to myself, well, what if you screw this up and you put his eye out? Shot your eye out. That's where I was before you came in.
I really hope I don't hit him in the face. Like, he's not even wearing goggles. And those first couple wide open face shots. Trying to get out of the way. Like I had to dodge like from getting hit right there. I'm glad I didn't shoot you in the face.
You were very concerned about my facial hair.
You want to know what? I'm not kidding, I was. But more concerned is that gun had a bit of an itchy trigger.
I'm not all.
And I came wide when you were driving right by it, and it came but didn't pop.
Yeah.